Well, to conclude, let's go back to the diagram that we started with and the questions that we asked and the progress that you've heard about today. Well, firstly, can we manage the risk of erosion? Well, as you've heard, we've got an improved understanding of where erosion is likely to happen, and we're working with tree roots and other species to try and stabilise those slopes early on to close out that window of vulnerability when the greatest risk of erosion is likely to happen. Regarding water, how will water usage be impacted by planting forests? Well, we know now that forests can store and supply water in dry seasons better than pasture systems, but climate and genotype, as we saw, also can clearly play a role in how much water is going to be used. Can fertiliser be applied to forest stands without compromising water quality? Well, we know that fertiliser application absolutely can impact water quality, but we have management options to reduce this risk. The rate and timing of fertiliser applications, using it as a foliar application, and also selecting locations that can maximise the retention of the nutrients where you actually want them. In terms of how much nutrient can be exported but still enable multiple rotations to occur at that site. We can see that harvest exports matter most at those low nutrient sites, but stem-only harvests can still be used to help retain those nutrients even under those conditions. We also can see that the forest floor is a critical resource, and disrupting it has long-term effects not only in terms of nutrient capital but also for the soil microbial populations that it supports. Adding fertiliser can increase nutrient capital, but it will not reverse all the effects of removing the forest floor, and it will also bring about its own changes to the soil biodiversity. However, we can also see opportunities to employ interventions that improve the site, moving things in the right direction, benefiting the current crop, but also future rotations as well. And lastly, can we quantify the environmental and social benefits of planted forests? Well, as you've heard, we've shown we can value recreation, biodiversity, water yield, and avoided nitrogen leaching. And this work is now supporting stakeholders in their decisions around afforestation, ecosystem service delivery, and regional economic development. And we've got a few interviews with some of these people.